Hi, in this video we're going to show you how to use the Google NotebookLM website to create a podcast from whatever source you like. So for our example, we're going to use a website where you can see here you could upload documents and so on. All right, so we're going to use this article here on choosing between indoor and outdoor speakers, what you need to know. So click on Create. Okay, so upload the sources. Drag and drop or choose a file to upload. So you could take a doc from your Google Docs or slides, do a link to a website, YouTube, or paste in some text. So we're going to do website, paste in the URL here, insert. All right, so it's running it here. Okay, so it has some suggested questions, gives you a summary of the article. So we're going to click on Generate here. All right, so this is going to take a few minutes, so I'll probably have to pause the video and wait for it to finish. Okay, so the upload is complete and it's ready to go, so we could listen to it. Let me make sure the volume's not too high here.
Ever get totally brain fried by how many speakers there are these days?
Totally.
You walk into the store, you just want something that sounds good.
Right.
And then it's like indoor, outdoor, what's a tweeter?
Yeah, it's overwhelming. And it's not like just about, oh, this one looks nice next to my
So here's
TV.
the page that
Right.
it's
gotta
taking
actually,
the audio from.
work with the space.
Exactly. And that's what we're diving into today. We're talking about those key differences between indoor and outdoor speakers.
Okay.
And we're basing this all on this article from techhowtodowit.com called Choosing Between Indoor and Outdoor Speakers.
Okay.
Came out pretty recently, July 17th of this year. So we know the info is good.
Fresh. Yeah. And you know what I like about this article is they don't just bombard you with a million specs.
Right.
It's more about why should you care? You know,
Yeah.
why does any of this matter?
Totally. So let's start inside, right, with our indoor speakers.
Okay.
The article talks about how these are all about that balance, that high fidelity sound, those crisp highs.
Yep.
Those rich mid ranges.
It's all about the mid-range.
the bass that's there, but not,
Right. You don't want it to
shaking the wall.
shake the pictures off the walls.
Exactly.
You want it to be present.
Yeah. It's designed to work in
So you can see it took the content from that web page there and made a podcast using AI with a couple of AI generated voices. So those are not actually real people. It's just something that Google generates based on the content to make it sound like it was some kind of talk show or something you were watching. Then you could also fast forward a little bit if you want and see what else they're saying.
Trying to be heard. Yeah. And speaking of being heard, one of the things they talk about in this article is sound dispersion, which sounds kind of like a technical term, but it's actually...
Yeah, break that down for me. Sound dispersion.
So imagine you've got a flashlight, right?
Okay.
And you're in a dark room. If you have it like a really focused beam, you can point it at something and see it really well.
Right.
But if you want to see the whole room, you got to spread that light out.
Right.
Okay, so you can see how that works. Okay, so now let's try another one. So we'll do a new notebook, and this time we'll pick a file. I'm going to pick this PDF file here. All right, so here's what that document looks like. So it's got a table of contents, various sections here on security, VPNs, passwords, Wi-Fi, and so on. All right, so we have a summary here. You could have it create study guides, table of contents from this document, suggested questions for this document. And so we have the two hosts for our podcast here. So you could customize it. So what should these AI hosts focus on? So these are, AI generated voices here. The whole thing's AI generated. So we're going to say we're going to put that in there because we don't want to spend some time on this table of contents here, just in case it causes a problem. All right, so this will take a few minutes to generate as well, so we'll be back when this is done. Okay, so our next notebook is ready, so let's see how this one sounds. So once again, we're going to be talking about this document here. Security tips, VPNs, passwords, Wi-Fi, work devices, antivirus programs, phishing emails, and a conclusion. So let's see how it sounds.
Hey there, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're really diving headfirst, I guess you could say, into something that's, well, it's everywhere now, right? Cybersecurity when you're working from home.
Definitely essential these days.
Totally. We've got that guide you all sent over, Business Security Practices for Remote Workers. And let me tell you, this isn't like your grandma's cybersecurity advice. We're going deeper here.
Even on a home network, your internet provider, they can see every site you visit, everything. But a VPN, it masks your IP address, makes it look like you're browsing from, I don't know, maybe a tropical island somewhere, who knows. Plus, if you ever do use public Wi-Fi, you're already covered.
Man, I never thought about it like that. I like browsing incognito, even for your own internet provider.
Okay.
Now you can see too, it's actually pulling additional information from other sources. So it's not just focusing specifically on what it finds on the page, it's actually enhancing it with its own information. All right, let's see what else we got.
Speaking of protection, and then hover over those links before you click anything. Does the actual URL, the website address, match what you see? When in doubt, go straight to the source. Use the contact info you already know and trust.
So that's kind of interesting. So this is a short document, yet it was able to make a 9-minute audio clip discussing it. So obviously it's talking about more information than what it found in the document. All right, so to summarize, just go to the NotebookLM website. So I'll put a link in the description for that. Make a new notebook, choose your source, have it generate the audio for it. That takes a few minutes, and then you could do what you like with it. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.